right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this beautiful Friday morning. Jim George is here, Professor Gadget from American Cable Services. He's our go-to guy when it comes to TV questions, cable questions, and the whole world is changing around him. So if you're listening to a rerun from a year ago, some of that information has changed. It was correct a year ago. Now it's not so correct. But things that don't change, screwdrivers, are never going to change. And Jim has some cool screwdrivers to show us this morning. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thank you.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's something we're going to always need is a screwdriver.
I mean, isn't it remarkable? You know, a multi-purpose. I have an 11-in-1, which is 11 different tools all in one screwdriver. And now I bought this one, which is a 3/4 inch, a 7/16, a 1/2, a quarter, a 5/16, and a 3/8, all in one screwdriver.
Wow.
All you need is these two tools, and you're in business.
So you can do anything.
Just about.
Can I tell you about a theft that I had? You know, somebody stole the guts of my outdoor air conditioner. I went back there yesterday and I said, Robin, can you come back here? Does this look like it always looked? And she said, no. It looks like somebody took all the stuff out of your air conditioner.
Yeah.
So somebody must have taken my copper piping and all that. It was broken, so I didn't know it wasn't working. So I don't know when they took it.
Right.
But they put the little fence, whatever, back up there, and it looked like all it was you could do it with those tools right there.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much, I guess, to steal somebody's copper, huh?
Yep.
So disheartening.
I know. And it's going to cost a small fortune if you ever want to replace it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like $5,000, isn't it?
Well, I don't know how much it is. I'll be quite honest with you, but I know that they're very expensive.
But see, now that's a gadget that I would like to. When I die and I go to heaven, I can meet anybody. I'll say, God, can I meet the guy who invented the air conditioner? Because that guy I want to thank.
Yeah.
Whoever thought of doing that.
Of course, you don't need air conditioning on this nice spring day, do you?
No, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's like 49 degrees out right now. What does your thermometer on the wall say?
Oh my gosh, it's not there anymore.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
They stole the thermometer.
It says 73 and 75.
I'll tell you what it is, though. I do have it on here. It's 57 right now. 57.
Oh.
And it's expected to flip over to 75. So we'll have 75 before today's over.
But a very cool morning tomorrow morning.
Yes. And tonight's First Friday art walk, but we're not going to be there, Jim, if you're coming out. We're not going to be there.
No, because we're presenting at the Student Media Festival tonight at Westport, 7 o'clock, Westport High School.
So let me tell you about that and connect it to what you do.
Yes, do it.
Because Robin and I have been judging the Student Media Festival how many years?
Oh, gosh, I think every year except the first year. 15 years.
So 15 years.
15 years we've been judging.
So 15 years ago, here's how you judge the festival. You get these VHS tapes. Mm-hmm. You have to put them in the machine. Sometimes you have to correct the... what's it called? The tracking?
Skew or tracking.
The tracking, okay. Fast forward to this past one, which was a month ago, I guess. Mm-hmm. We didn't have to do much. Let's see. We just had to turn the TV on, or the computer on, I mean. Turn the computer on, click on the file.
Yep.
All of the paperwork that goes with it was all online.
Exactly.
On this thumb drive.
Yeah, it's all
And
there.
of course, the videos were on the thumb drive.
Right.
Just amazing to me.
It's unbelievable.
So
yeah, where we've come a long way.
Who would have thought? And halfway between the VHS and what we have now, it was a mixture. Sometimes, some kids would use VHS, some kids would make DVDs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all thumb drives.
But there's a yin and a yang. So every time something goes up like that, you need supervision on something else. Like you need supervision if you're going to do it by yourself. Now you gotta, you just read the article.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So
I'm
you
in.
used to be able to do it by yourself. No, you can't anymore.
It might actually be fun to move to Texas.
If you go to Texas, you're going to be fine.
Honey, I got to go out for a little bit. I don't want to get in trouble here.
So it's probably legal to do it in the back seat of a car now.
Oh, boy.
As long as you got somebody watching.
No. You have to have an authorized person.
Yeah, well, that's right. As long as you have somebody.
Wonder how you get state
you're
certified.
fine.
Oh my
I can make
gosh!
money
But,
from
maybe the listeners don't quite understand what we're speaking.
That would make sense why all my exes live in Texas.
Yep, that would do it.
Yeah, that was a story we had earlier. So where did you find the gadget you got there? Well, you called it a non-gadget.
See, I'm playing with my tool now.
That's good. We are supervising you, so you're safe. You
Think
won't
about
be
it.
fined.
There's So, like for someone like Robin that never knows what size they have, you got a regular, you got a
It's got a
Phillips.
good grip to it too. I love the girth.
Feel
let
the
me
weight
tell
of
you.
this one.
It's wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It even snaps.
Isn't that it?
Wow, that's
That is-
huge.
That's a heavy tool.
That's heavy. Yeah.
I'm just letting
wanna
you guys
feel it?
talk. I don't know. I don't want to feel it.
No, I got to go around with heavy tools.
Okay. Wow, this is great. I've never felt one that heavy
Judge a guy
before.
with the size of his tools
That's right.
he carries.
Oh, no.
I love these though. They're
Yeah,
interchangeable.
that's what I
I
heard.
just think that's
Yeah,
great.
so think about it. You get those two tools, and you have
Yeah.
like 20 tools in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's good to have.
That's good to know. I like
Yes.
that. Some are small, some are big. I like that.
Yeah, pull it apart. There you go.
There you go.
And you have the square head and you have the rose head all in one.
I love that.
So you don't
I
have
think
to go.
that's awesome.
You don't have to go looking for a bunch of parts.
What's
yeah,
a
that's
rose head?
cool. I like
Rose
it right
head is
there.
a torque. They call it torque.
This thing.
That's a rose head? What do you use that for?
A lot of screws today
Oh.
have the rose head. They call them, or the
okay.
torque head.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's what holds on your brakes, except it's a bigger one
they have them all different sizes.
on the brake
correct.
shoes. Because I
Even
have.
the hinges on your
Believe
door,
it.
if you could look at your car, you'll see that it's got a rose head to it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Because they don't want just the average Joe taking those hinges off, so you have to have a special tool.
Who is the average Joe?
He just left. He was here earlier. Oh, he'll be here later.
You
The average Joe.
This morning with Galen, we were talking about things people are a sucker for. And beards is one of a man with a beard is one of the things on the list.
Isn't that good?
So that's
Yeah.
you. There are some ladies who just see you and go, "Oh my God, I'm such a sucker for him."
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you ever use that leverage?
No.
No?
I know that when I kiss my grandson or granddaughter, they, you know,
Aw.
one or two, they don't like that beard. They don't like that beard. They,
Oh, it's itchy, scratchy?
It
Oh, really?
Bristle.
Oh,
you know?
that's kind
Oh,
of
God.
Yeah.
cute, isn't it?
Their face changes. They smile and they see me and I kiss them. They go, oh. What was
That's
that?
so cute.
What was that?
When you're repairing things and you're on the job and all, do you have to wear one of those special lights on your head so you've got light all the time when you're
Many
messing with
times I have
wires and
I
things?
have a headset. You know, you've noticed that I brought this in many times. This is my handy everything because
Mm-hmm.
it allows me to look right down into something. But yeah, I have headlights. So I go ahead and
Gosh.
put on the headlight. You know, it's real bright too. Oh
You-
my goodness!
Do you know where we went the other day? We went to the Riley Art Center for the Arts. First time ever in there.
And which is located at
In Tuscaloosa Park.
Tuscaloosa. Okay, Tuscaloosa.
Have you been there?
No.
Well, here's what I wanted to tell you. The lights in the auditorium are all LEDs?
LEDs.
They're all LEDs.
They're amazing.
First time I'd ever seen that in a building, just all LEDs.
Yep. LED is definitely the money saver as far as the energy usage, but it does cost more up front.
So,
Oh.
okay, so I have a question about lights. Can you? I mean, I shouldn't ask this because I saw them do it in the auditorium. But can you dim LEDs like you could dim the incandescent lights?
Yes.
But you could not dim a fluorescent light, right?
It's a special dimmer for the LEDs. You can't just get a normal dimmer. It'll say on there.
Oh, really?
First of all, the light has to say dimmable light, and then the controller, the thermostat, more or less, has to say a thermostat for LEDs.
But what about fluorescent? Can you dim a fluorescent
Now,
light?
fluorescent, once you start bringing the voltage down, there's an electronic transformer and then there's a manual transformer. So the manual transformer is that big, heavy little black brick that you see in your fluorescent lights, like if you're changing in your kitchen and such. That's just a transformer. So if you put 110 volts in, you might get, let's say, 12 out. So if you put only 100 in, you're going to get less out. So that's not dimmable. Electronic ballasts are dimmable because they will vary in voltage and intensity, so you can dim those. But I wouldn't know why anybody would want to put a fluorescent in or even an LED and then dim it in a area like a kitchen.
In a kitchen,
where
yeah,
you want bright
yeah,
lights.
yeah.
I can see it in an auditorium maybe where you want to watch a video and they dim the lights.
Well, there's there was an LED light for sale. Where do we see it? At Michael's?
Yes.
Because we do art and
Yeah.
we do music, and sometimes a light very close to what we're either looking at or working on is so nice to have, especially as we get older.
Yeah, that's right.
Run by batteries.
I have one, yep.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. They're so nice. All right, you ready to go to the phones?
I'm ready.
The phone lines are open, by the way. The number is 622-9622, and you do have somebody patiently waiting. Good morning. Thank you for calling and for waiting. You're on the air with Jim George.
Yes, thank you, and good morning, Mr. George.
Good morning.
My mother-in-law, who has come from Wisconsin to Orlando, loves it down here, but she's a very conservative woman, being up in age, like most people are, including myself. Instead of putting an air conditioner on a real lower setting, she runs her ceiling fans constantly. She turns them on and leaves them on and on and on. And the only time they turn off is when she maybe leaves town and goes back up north for a vacation or something. Are those fans possibly from running constantly, maybe could start a fire, or what happens to them when they decided that they're not going to run anymore because they're getting too old?
Well, you can tell if the fan is getting old or is getting, at its age, you might say, by just touching the shroud that above the fan blades themselves. If it's hot or warm, I should say. And by warm, I mean really warm. I don't mean just room temperature warm or thereabouts. But no, we run our paddle fans 24/7. They never get turned off in the winter or summer.
Wow.
And we've had them on for, I think, close to 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Close to 30 years. They're Hunter fans, which are one of the more, expensive,
Elite, yeah.
but they're very picturesque. In other words, you can get fans decorative, but they've never been turned off in 30 years.
I would imagine with her, with not running the air conditioner at a very low temperature and just running the fans, that she's probably saving a heck of a lot of money in her electric bill.
A lot. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why we do it.
I know she won't be able to get up on the ladder to see if it's hotter unless when I come to visit once in a while. But would the fan might need to start making some noise that would warn her that she should turn it off and have it replaced?
Sure. Yeah. Excuse me. It'll make noise. It'll either grind or make a humming sound. The hum is usually the fact that the transformer is going bad. The grinding sound is the bearings are going bad. But the paddle fans are fairly inexpensive, and it's something you don't want to really change too often. It's really a little job to put those paddle fans up. They have a little hook. They're really easy to attach once you've done the initial install, but to do them initially is a chore. But they just hook onto like a ball bearing up there, a little rubber grommet, for lack of a better terms, and they run forever. Yep.
Okay, well, she asked me the question. She said, "Is it okay if I run my fan constantly?" I said, "Well, sure, you're saving money on electricity. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that'd be a problem. But I thought I'd just ask you and double run. I'll call her back and say that it's okay, but don't go up on a ladder to see if it's hotter. I'll take care of it myself."
All right, sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have to take a little... Sorry, putting the wrong button down.
Yeah.
We have to take a little break. We'll be right back with Jim George after the break. If you would like to call in, you're welcome to do so. If you have a question about technology, if you have a question about your cable service, if you have a question about getting your TV as an a la carte service, if you have a question about putting up an antenna and just getting rid of your cable bill, Jim can answer those questions and, of course, all technology questions. And we'll be right back with Jim after this. If you want to call, the number is 622-9622.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident, sunny and not as warm today with gusty winds and the excessive dry weather. It will result in high fire threat. High of 71 to 75. Clear and cool tonight, low 41 to 51. Then it's going to be nice through the weekend with plenty of sunshine. High 72 to 76 tomorrow. We warm up Sunday to 76 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
WOCA gets results.
This is Ted Berkey from PR Newswire, and I have worked with Larry and Robin for the last 12 to 14 years. They're one of my favorite interviewers. They are always well prepared, ask the best questions, and they're super nice. And I just feel honored to work with them for this long. AM Call is one of my favorite shows, and I'll continue booking them for as long as I can.
WOCA gets results.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George is here from American Cable Services. One of the topics that used to come up every single time you came on, Jim, in the beginning, when you first started doing this, was the a la carte. And are there any updates on that? Or has the internet changed everything from when you first started doing this?
Well, you probably saw an article today. If you haven't, you can go find it. YouTube has just announced they're announcing one of their own IPTV systems. And it's going to be $35 a month, and it's going to be close to 40 channels. But it'll be basically ABC, NBC, CBS in the can. And what I mean by that is if you liked Steinfeld and it was on ABC, then you could watch every episode of Steinfeld, or every episode of All My Children, or As the Earth Burns, or whatever it is. And so you have all that capability, and they're going to have ESPN and a few other channels. So that's like a mini bundle. And a lot of other organizations, Comcast, Verizon announced last week the same thing. They're going to have a little mini bundle. No one's yet doing what I'm doing as far as the total a la carte. Every time I say we're very close, everybody says, yeah, I heard that last year. The technology is just changing so fast that you got to make sure that you offer technology that's going to last. And
that's
not mean last
point, yeah.
like make sure you can get more parts, but more last in the sense that as new TVs are built, your technology will still work with that TV.
Oh. Speaking of TVs being built, I got something to tell you.
All right.
You know, there's a new ride in Universal Studios.
Yep.
Jimmy Fallon flying through New York or something like that, right?
Yep.
Well, before you get on the ride, I guess part of the thing to keep you distracted for your 90-minute wait, or whatever it is, they have a mini NBC museum. It's an NBC museum. It's also a Tonight Show museum.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So in the Tonight Show museum, there are the different hosts: the Steve Allen, Jack Parr, Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, Conan, and Jimmy Fallon. So there's been 6 hosts of the Tonight Show, and in each one of their displays, there is a TV from the era that they were on.
Oh boy!
Isn't that cool? Yeah. Showing like a little, I guess, loop. Of a piece of one of their shows.
Yeah, yeah.
So the one that was that's probably in the case for the Steve Allen one from the. When was that? The 50s? When did the show start?
Yeah, it could be a Philco, an old Philco 2-piece.
Yeah.
Remember, it had a box down below that was rectangular, and then a little column, and then the tube that stood alone. Looked almost like a spaceship, almost. Yeah.
Oh man.
Old TVs. Yeah.
It's something that fascinates me. I'm a Tonight Show fan, but I kind of like old TV shows.
So you must have taped it and watched it the next day because you've been getting up early.
I never watch it. I always go to YouTube and watch.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't stay up that late. I had a guy call me yesterday, wanted to know if I could run a service call, and he called me at 8 o'clock, and I said, I'm already in my pajamas. He said, what? I said, yeah, 8:30, man, I'm in bed.
Oh, me too. Me too. No, I don't stay up to watch anything usually.
No.
Now, tonight I'll be up late because we'll be at the Student Media Festival.
But then Saturday, you don't have to, you'll still get up early by habit, but you don't have to get up early.
Right. Except tomorrow, Joe's shooting a gun. Did you know that? A shotgun?
Oh, no.
They're doing a fundraiser, and they're shooting clay pigeons.
Oh, I see.
Have you done this?
I've shot clay pigeons before, yes.
Oh, my gosh. They're going to do it in English, so...
In English? Okay.
English, the town of English?
Yep.
So I'm thinking about going over there and videotaping it.
Yeah, well, that'd be good.
I just don't want to get Joe mad today because he might turn the gun tomorrow on.
He's, chances are he won't hurt any clay pigeons, so...
Oh, I hope he does. I hope somebody does.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. I want to get that video shot of the thing exploding.
Yep.
How close are they to you, the shooter?
Oh, they're probably 60 to 75 feet in front of you.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, and they're moving. They're not.
Yeah, I know that.
You got to put a beat on it and then move your body. Not the rifle, you might say, to track it. I'm not much of shooting. I've the military days, yes, but. I've only
Hey,
shot
there he is.
clay
Look how
pigeons.
nice you look. Where are you going?
So this is the ordinary Joe we were speaking about.
Where are you going, Joe?
Well, I'm glad your name's not Clay.
That's right.
He's going to shoot tomorrow. Is that what you're wearing to the clay shoot?
No, this is for this evening.
Yep.
This evening.
What are you doing this evening?
Going to the clay shoot, dinner. Boy, he has to know everything I do. Isn't that amazing? Speaking of clay shoots, you're talking about all the different technologies and everything. Yep. There's a lot of computer stuff worked into the clay shoot, believe it or not. All the machines that shoot those clay pigens.
Yeah, you used to have to load one clay at a time.
I know, that's what I did when I started. Yeah.
Then there was a chute that you could put 6 in, and then it did it, on a timer. It went around and then hit the trip. I don't know what it is now.
I think it's 100. They could put 100 clays in there.
Oh, wow.
I think, and maybe more now. But back then, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Logically, and the trap house in the ground, and it had long pipes, half-inch steel pipe that went all the way down, and it had a handle on my end, and I would pull it back, which would crank it.
Right.
And then I would stop halfway, and then the guy would say pull, and I just push it forward. Boom! And there it was. It went through. And off it went. But once in a while, I'd pull it back, and being a kid, I'd pull it back and pull forward a little too much. Boom! It goes out, and you hear a holler from...
Not yet.
Yeah, well, the man down below was putting the clay pigeon in there. And if he just didn't have his hand on it just right...
Oh, boy.
Bam! Oops!
So Joe was saying he's more concerned about the clay quail than the clay pigeons.
Well, that's a different... Well, I understand. I just talked to someone that does this a lot. You have the regular clay size pigeon, and then the quail or crazy rabbit or it's smaller.
Okay.
And he says, and it goes sideways on the ground and rolls.
Really?
And as it bounces, he says, you can be right on target and go to hit, and all of a sudden go bloop, bounce straight up, and you're shooting under it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's
Very
like,
interesting. Wow.
Crazy quail.
So getting back to the technology of it, it's the electronics is in there where it has set so it moves back and forth automatically, so you never know which direction it's coming out of. And basically, the man just sits in the high chair in the back there, and you say pull, he just presses one button,
and that's up.
And the rest is done automatically.
Unbelievable. Technology again wins.
Well, Jim, time to say goodbye.
Oh,
Thank you.
Where's how do we get a hold of you?
854-9795, and have a great, cool weekend.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Joe.
All right.
We'll be right back.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Lillian Wu. Russia and Iran condemning U.S. actions announced last night by